What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We have some Zhezhi, Saucy. We got some in-game animations from the new character that's going to come out in 1.2, and I am here to break it down for you so you guys can understand exactly how her kit works and how to deal the most damage and how to take the most advantage of that character. So if you enjoy this type of content, let me know by liking the video, leaving a comment in the comment section below, and consider subscribing to the channel. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. As I previously discussed in my previous Saucy video, her gameplay loop is going to rely upon her putting some imprints or some drawings, as I called them in my previous video, some sketches up in the air or on the ground, and then she's going to blink to them, and every time she blinks to one of them, she's going to be doing damage, and then once she reaches the last one, it's going to trigger like a special instance of that damage. And then also her ultimate is going to allow her to do some coordinated attacks when she is off the field or on the field using some sort of bird or some sort of crane, as the kit calls it. So I'm going to play over her animations entirely, and then we're going to go back and break it down using the kit from the kit description website that I use. Okay, honestly, those animations look kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. I was already excited to pull Zhezhi or Saucy or Saucy, but now I am way more excited to pull for her. Her and Zhezhi are going to absolutely clap. There were some changes that I did got noticed of, and essentially that her outro skill is apparently 20% and not 44%. Obviously, this is still in beta, so it may change, but so if it ends up being 20%, I am a little bit disappointed because it's way less than Tao-Chi's. However, she is way more, she's pretty much like combining a little bit of Tao-Chi and a little bit of Yuan Wu, which in my opinion is still a W. Zhezhi already can nuke all the game by herself pretty much. So having a little bit of a skill amp is actually pretty nice. And also her helping Zhezhi stack with the coordinated attacks is also a very, very nice thing to add into the fray of teams that we currently have in the game. So her basic attack sequence, we saw it towards the end of the video. It's pretty much this. Whenever she actually did her ultimate, that is pretty much the basic attack sequence that she has. Nothing really special. The animations look good, as I previously said, but nothing crazy there. Moving down to resonant skill depiction. So resonant skill depiction is pretty much where the video actually starts. This right here, that right there, that is depiction. As you notice, she does her little skill. She deals a little bit of damage, and then she has Phantasmic Imprint left, Phantasmic Imprint right, and she puts him on the ground. There is a different animation that I found, but it was really low quality, but there is one that she would put it in the air. And as you notice, she's actually right now floating or jumping to do the middle one. But right now, this is what the resonance skill depiction is. We're going to skip the resonance liberation for now because we're going to go straight down to the Forte circuit, right? Spiritual sketch, up to one of each spiritual sketch, left, middle, and right can be on at the same time. So right now we have left and right, as you can probably see in the video, but we're missing the middle. Now, to get the middle one, we have to perform a heavy attack conjuration, which is pretty much any of these that are right here. So hold the basic attack shortly after basic attack 3. So after the skill, after you have the both left and right, you can actually do a basic combo and then hold the basic combo to get the middle one. You can press the basic button shortly after casting resonant skill manifestation. So had she done, actually this might have been it. Actually, let's see if it happens immediately after. No, so no, it looks like she jumped. So it just seems like she did right there. Hold the basic attack button while in midair. Hold basic attack button after a dodge. So you can use the skill dodge attack into the middle one. But you will need a total of 60 Afflatus, which is the Forte bar. So I'm guessing her Forte bar is going to be split into 3 chunks, and you'll need all 3 chunks for you to be able to get all 3 cranes up in the field. So you get you do the skill, boom, and then you summon the crane, and here she did the little blink. Okay, so we kind of got a little bit of ahead of ourselves. There are Phantasmic Imprints on the field, right? And this says when a Phantasmic Imprint is nearby, the resonant skill is replaced with Stroke of Genius, and when cast, Zhezhi will blink to the location of Phantasmic Imprint, remove it, and the crane will attack the target. So this is exactly what happens directly after in the little video. Let me make it a little bigger so you guys can see it. This is what happened is exactly after she puts out the middle crane. Boom. She teleports to the middle crane, and now you saw this crane right here to the right. I don't know if you guys saw it. This thing right here, hit it. Now hit it. And then that is the big hit right there. So let's go back really quick. The first two, so once she puts out the first crane, so this right there, that is Stroke of Genius. This is pressing the skill after you have a crane active. If you press the skill one more time, you're going to activate Stroke of Genius one more time. And that is that right there. That is Stroke of Genius. And if you notice right here on the bottom of the screen, the crane is moving towards the enemy over here and hitting the enemy for extra target. Now, if you activate the skill one more time, it's going to activate Stroke of Maestro, and then Stroke of Maestro is going to teleport to the final imprint, which is this right here. And now, as you notice, to the left and the right of the enemy, there's going to be the cranes coming to attack the enemy, and it's going to deal a lot more damage, or it's going to be like an enhanced version of the regular Stroke of Genius. And that's it right there. That's pretty much the Forte part of her kit. This is pretty much how that works. Now, if you're going to use her ultimate, you're going to activate your ultimate after that, assuming that you got some energy out of it. You activate your ultimate, and the animation looks kind of sick. And now we can actually go back to the ultimate over here. Resonance Liberation. Let me see if I can put it on the bottom. Let me make this a little smaller so we can put this in the bottom. Here we go. Resonance Liberation Spiritful animation. You're going to summon an Inklet Spirit, which is pretty much a flying, like a crane that's going to fly around. And then when you're dealing damage, which I'm going to just play right now. Let's play the ultimate one more time. Here we go. And now you notice that you have something flying around. You see that thing that's just flying around? That's the Inkling Spirit. Whenever the active resonator is on the field and deals damage to the enemy, you're going to see the little bird come and kamikaze. It's going to kamikaze the enemy. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. And this will happen regardless of whatever resonator you have on the field. Obviously, they didn't swap to anybody, so you can't really see the coordinated attack. But the little bird flying into the enemy is considered the coordinated attack. So this is what is going to help Zhezhi actually stack. It's considered basic attack damage. So it's buffed by characters like Sanhua. So if you're planning to hypercarry Zhezhi or have her and Sanhua be like a pseudo glacial damage dealing team, then this actually works as well because she's going to deal a lot more damage with her basic attack and coordinated attacks. And this is mainly the reason why she is so good with Zhezhi. She's also very good with Changli because she buffs resonance scale damage bonus as well. Actually, let's go over that really quick. Let me make this smaller and let's go check out the outro, which should be somewhere here. So the outro on my previous video said 44%, but I guess they changed it to the incoming resonator has resonance skill damage amplified by 20%. It says 1 second, but it is 14 seconds. I have confirmed this by a lot of different sources. They just haven't updated it on the website, but I highly doubt it's going to be for just 1 second because otherwise just don't give her an outro skill at that point. Characters like Zhezhi, characters like Changli are going to benefit a lot from this because she does amp resonance skill damage. So that's very, very strong, even though it's not 44%. I mean, it's still something. So this was a little quick video going over what her animations look like and how do they link up to the kit that we discussed in my previous video. Hopefully seeing it in animation form helped you understand that her kit is actually very easy. It's very, very simple. It's essentially you do skill, hold your basic, skill spam into ult, and then switch out. It's really, really simple. Her rotation, maybe if you're playing her as a support to, like, let's say Zhezhi or Changli or something like that, her rotation maybe lasts like what? How long does it take the person to do this thing? Let's see. One, okay. Ultimate. That took 11 seconds. And they kind of like did it the wrong way because they didn't hold the basic attack. I think you can squeeze out 2 seconds. So her rotation at most can take about 10 seconds. So that's not an extraordinary amount of time. And then you can just go right back into your Zhezhi or your Changli and continue wreaking havoc on them. So I'm really, really excited about pulling her in game. Hopefully you guys were able to understand her kit a little bit better now that you saw it in animation format. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And until next time, guys, see ya.